Alrighty. Alright, yo, what's up, everyone? It's me, it's Aquas, and it's gonna be Shooting Game Weekly, episode 114. And this week we're talking about Super Aleste. It's also known as Space MegaForce in North America and PAL regions. But today we'll be looking at a one life clear video of the Lunatic mode, as it's known in the Japan version, otherwise known as the Wild mode. And we're also glad to have guest Yace joining us from the BOS&Yace show, BOS&Yace Show fame. Welcome, Yace, to the STG Weekly.
Hello, beautiful people. How are you?
Yeah, doing pretty good. And co-hosting today as well is Cream. So, hello, Cream.
Yay, compile.
Yep, we're finally going to be getting to compile game. Somehow we didn't cover anything compile, I think, on the show. Maybe in one of the random, like, just multiple game episodes or something, briefly. But this time we'll be able to get to talk a little bit about compile, and we'll be looking at Super Aleste as like the first one to check out. And yeah, so this game was on the Super Famicom or Super Nintendo, and most people, yeah, I guess a lot of North Americans would know it as Space MegaForce. I remember playing this game, actually, and I was just playing it kind of casually, and I was like, this game's too easy when I first played it.
Normal mode is quite easy, and hard mode too. In my opinion, if you want to get a real challenge, start with tricky mode and go ahead. Tricky mode, hyper mode, and wild mode are really serious business.
Those are different difficulty modes.
A lot of players actually say that this is like a good shooter to start with if you're like wanting to get good at those games.
Yeah, that's for sure. If you wanna, I'm pretty sure it's really a good idea to start playing shmups with Super Aleste. In normal mode, this game is a good teacher for bombing, some dodging, and other stuff like that. And you know, it's not such. This game gives you a feeling of power, and I really think it's a great choice if you want to start those games which are usually really hard. Super Aleste could be really a good start.
Yeah, it's definitely got that going on. Go ahead, Cream.
Oh, I said what I was going to say, just that a lot of people recommend this for, like, beginners.
Okay, so, like, yeah, so the game came out in 1992, you know, pretty close to the beginning of the SNES's life cycle. So, I mean, SNES had a number of shmups, and, I don't know, it's kind of talking randomly here.
Back then, there was a lot of SNES shmups who suffered from heavy slowdown, Gradius III or Super type.
Oh no! I hate this art. Yeah. I hate the slowdown in Super R-Type.
Sometimes it makes the game quite easier, so even slowdown can be useful. But when it came up, Super Aleste was some kind of was like a slap in the face. It was the very first SNES shmup without any slowdown, and. Right. Just before we got UN Squadron, aka Area 88.
Yeah.
Well, this game has slowdown, but not as much as Blazon or so that Super hot type you like so much. But
yeah.
But that Super Aleste was quite, in my opinion, it was like a rebirth for the genre on the SNES. And those two games give me that feeling that there was Super Aleste and Actually by Konami. So Super Aleste, that's why I really like the game, because it was not my first shooter. My first shooter was Moonquesta in 1986. So I was hardly 8 back then. So oh, I'm getting old. sorry. But you know, with Super Aleste, I really think that 16-bit shooter era began a golden age. Alongside other titles such as Thunder Force 3 on Sega Genesis, or even actually and SNES versions or Super Famicom versions of the Power Deuce series. So I really, that's why this game is something special to me. This game was really like a teacher to me, and it's also one of my best childhood memories. So that's why I really like that game a lot.
That's good to hear. I was going to ask you a little bit about that, like kind of your personal history with it, but it sounds like you just kind of told us. So I mean, that's great. That's great.
Honestly, I played the game daily from 1992 to 1997. So I never get enough of Super Aleste.
Well, you really loved it, huh?
It's as Homer Simpson for Duff Beer. I just can't get enough of that wonderful Duff, and I just can't get enough of that wonderful Super Aleste.
I think everyone has like that one game that they got really good with, and that kind of like got them into these games.
That is true. I mean, especially for me, yeah, I definitely feel like that. And it sounds like, yeah, this was the game that did that for you, but you played Moon Crystal. I never heard of that game before myself. The only Moon Crystal I know is a platformer on the Famicom.
Very nice game. Sadly it's an unknown game, but it's really great game. I'm not surprised you know the game, since you are such a brilliant player in gimmick. Just as I told you before, gimmick speedruns are quite impressive and really awesome. I watched them several times and I never get enough of them either. So about Super Aleste and about I really think that gamers who can name their absolute 3 favorite games are really lucky. As far as I'm concerned, my absolute top 3 best games are Super Aleste, Super Mario World, and Tetris, all on SNES. SNES is my favorite game console, and it's a matter of the heart. I really love Super Aleste and SNES games.
Cool.
They say, like, back in those days, you were either a Nintendo kid or a Sega kid.
Oh, I was lucky to have both consoles.
Oh, did you?
SNES and Sega Genesis, but I must say I'm how can I say that without? I really like Nintendo better. I've always been a Nintendo fan, but you know, many of my friends back then said they prefer Nintendo or Sega, but they only play Nintendo or they only play Sega games. And I think you can't say you prefer Nintendo games if you don't play Sega games. So I always said I really like Nintendo better. But if I said so, it's because I played those two. I played two consoles, and I really like some Genesis games as Thunder Force 3, Sonic the Hedgehog, or Streets of Rage 1, 2, and even the third. So for me, this was the golden age of gaming, and the rivalry between Nintendo and Sega is one of my most precious memories. So even now, 25 years later, I can't forget it, and I never will forget those days.
I don't think any of us will. Like,
so sweet memories, unforgettable.
Like, I was a Sega kid, and like I can say Nintendo did have a lot of good stuff. So
the fun fact is when Nintendo released a game, then Sega released another good game, and it was really that kind of war I really like. Sega and Nintendo wars are the only kind of war I really enjoy. So
yeah.
as you said, no one can forget all that great memories back then. So it's just a great part of history of gaming. So now, even now, 25 years. It's still my present. I don't think this is nostalgia, but for me, this is my present. I'm still living in 1992. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like we've covered so many games like around this time era that like they just never run out. Like it's just like 1992, 94 just keeps on happening over and over. Like what's with this? What's going on with this year?
It's 2D shooters were just so popular back then, and there were so many good ones too. So
yep, 2D shooters and beat 'em up games and
yep.
Well, it's like when Sega and Super Nintendo came out. That was like the first time that consoles could, you know, do like arcade arcade style graphics, and I think that was like a big part of it, is just people never saw that in their homes anymore, or could experience that in their homes. And even though a lot of these console games aren't, you know, they're not all the same as the arcade. I mean, it's hard to get a good arcade port, but UN Squadron, for example, like that was fucking amazing. and Gradius 3, of course, like those are like super great.
And UN Squadron was a lot better on SNES. The arcade version is quite average. And about Gradius 3 is something special. The SNES version is really quite good despite its heavy slowdown. But as in Super Type, Gradius 3 heavy slowdowns make the game at least much more playable than the arcade version. Yeah. And I really enjoy arcade version. I want to say thank you to Plasmo, who showed me an awesome replay of Gradius. Oh God! You know, I'm speechless and BFF at the same time. You know, this is one of the most impressive replays I've ever watched. And the most issue about Gradius 3 is that she did Crystal Labyrinth final, the curb rush. It's one of the most unfair sequences in every game I know.
Yeah, I gave up there myself, so.
You know, I sometimes get there without losing any single life, and the game decides to punish me all my life and die.
Well, it's like a new game at that point.
Yep. I just get past this moment 4 or 5 times, and until now I beat this game 2 times on the arcade.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, but after seeing that video, this guy is a freak. He's dying at stage 8-2. So after watching it, I feel like I'm nothing more than a little ant. So I think if I really want to get good at the game, I still have a much more to do.
I mean, those guys are insane. They've been playing since the game's been out.
Oh yeah.
Like, come on.
It's true.
So Yace is talking about eighth loop gameplay in Gradius III Arcade, which is completely stupid.
Just, I'd say
stupid.
Like even 1 is just way too much for most people.
I think the game gets really too hard if you don't lose any life before stage 7 or even 6. But when you lose in a Gradius game, it's really hard to recover with. So that's why I really think those games are hard. It's all about recoveries. So if you don't want to have any recovery issue, so try to play Gradius 5. It will be okay.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of those Gradius 3 replays where they actually recover after like dying like 9 times in a row.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Some players even released a video dedicated to the art of recovery in Gradius, and I'm thinking about Pericles. Hello, Pericles. This guy who, and also Peg. Those guys are really Gradius experts, and their video are quite impressive. So thank you guys. Your video were a huge inspiration to me.
Great. Yeah, shouts to Pericles for sure.
This guy must be a freak. every a new Pericles video, and on such hard games. So
yeah, he's very
cheers,
admirable.
Oh yeah, cheers.
Nice. Okay, well, I think we had a good little conversation there. Well, let's go into the replay of Super Aleste, shall we, and start talking about the game itself.
Okay, as you wish, and I hope I will be up to the challenge, since it's my first time here with you on STG Weekly.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right, so wait, so why don't you first start talking about the version that you're playing, the Japan BS version. Now that's the broadcast satellite system. Is that what it's called? The broadcast system version?
Yep, but I don't notice any difference between that version and regular Super Aleste Super Phone conversion. I just want to play that version because I didn't release any video about it. But there's no difference, and
okay.
I was quite disappointed. I really was hoping to see anything new, but that's the only disappointment I've ever felt about that version. Is that just regular Super Aleste for the BS system. That's just all.
The broadcast satellaview is what it's called. I think someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm guessing that people would essentially download the game or get something to play it on their TV, Is that how it worked?
Yeah, but it was interesting about any game like as F-Zero, the BS versions got some new racetracks, but for shmups such as Super Aleste or Super EDF, Earth Defense Force, it was quite the same. So that's it.
Like probably one of the most unique things about the Satellaview, broadcast Satellaview, is they had like the Zelda 3 versions, but like they were voice acted when you would play them, and I don't know. I don't know if there's anything like that for like shmups. They could incorporate voices like through the broadcast system. I still don't fully understand it.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about this.
There's information. There's like playthroughs with the voices and stuff around, and it's pretty interesting. And it's like on a timer, like in Zelda 3. So it's like the voice stuff like happens at a certain time to make it work. I don't know, like anywho.
But BS version is just to have one BS version video under the belt. So I also played a Danish version of Super Aleste, in which wide mode is called Loco mode. So just to be sure, I played each and every version of the game, but there's still the same game.
Gotcha.
No matter what version it is, it's the same game, and that's really great like this.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna get going on the replay here. I'm gonna do a countdown for us to start from 0 on your video.
When you say 0, as in Lethal Weapon, when you say 0, we start the video?
No, actually, it'll be 3. Well, yes, it'll be 3, 2, 1, go. So on go, and where go equals 0.
Okay, forgive me. Forgive my silliness, but I had to ask you.
It's good to get it exact because and you don't want to be like a second off for the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that can happen easily sometimes, especially if YouTube doesn't cooperate.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So, I just want to add something. You notice that because of YouTube uploading, sometimes in the game my weapon won't be fully shown at the screen. So it's just a YouTube issue. So don't worry. But I had to say it. Super Aleste, big lasers. YouTube is not that friendly to big lasers.
Yeah, actually, that's a very common problem with 30 FPS replays, especially like on YouTube, because they didn't have 60 FPS until like the last few years. So like I'm used to it. It's no big deal.
Especially on some kind of games like Weka on Famicom. Ooh, Weka videos on YouTube. Your eyes will bleed.
All right, let's get into it, shall we?
Yes.
So this should be fun.
Looking forward to it.
All right, here's the countdown. On 0, aka go. 3.
Okay.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. Get that chill music. Oh, you skipped it.
Oh yeah, you know, I've seen that intro so many times.
It's a chill music.
So first of all, as you can see, this game is all about suicide bullets and really fast-paced action. So now you can see under the score, you see I'm playing at speed max. You have 4 degrees of speed, 0, 1, 2, and 3. And for the wide mode, I always play at speed max. And just under the speed gauge, you have the weapon you use and your firepower level. And those indications are... firepower is quite like a life bar in Super Aleste, since if your power is 0 or 1, and when you get hit, you lose a ship. But if you are 2 or above, you can actually get hit 1 time, or even 2 times if your firepower is at 5 or 6. But when you get hit that way, you have to regain your fire. You lose a lot of firepower. When you get hit on degree 6, you lose 4 degrees, so you play on degree 2, which is quite hard on that mode. So when you get hit, you have to regain your firepower, and that's it. And now you'll see I get weapon 6, which is power shot, some kind of sharp shot, and this will be the main weapon I will use. So why? Because this weapon, as you can see, it erases and cancels all the suicide bullets, and all the run will be about quick erasing and quick bullet cancelling.
That's a cool weapon. I like it.
But you know, I hate this weapon, except for wild mode. In all other mode, I don't like this weapon, but in wild mode, I'm pretty sure that this weapon was especially designed for this difficulty setting, because I tried so many times to beat the game without that weapon. I never get past level 10. So I really think that weapon was made for wild mode, and if you know how to use it, even that wild mode is just a question of timing. Not that hard actually, if you're keen on that. You see, I just got hit now and I lose 4 degrees, so my weapon is not that huge now, and I have to regain all my firepower.
That's actually a thing that you see like in a lot of these games, that there will be like a weapon or a shot type that's really hard to use, but once you master it, like you can go a lot further with it.
Oh yeah. In many other compiled shooters, there's still one weapon which is, as you said, really hard to use. But when you know how to do it, the game is yours, and that's why. First of all, back then, when I started to get a little better at Super Aleste, I often tried to beat the game using weapon 3. Weapon 3 is like some kind of shield weapon, and but here the game is really too fast, and the weapon 3 wasn't that good. So I learned to use that weapon in order to beat that wild mode. And that's why today this is my least favorite game any other mode, but in wild mode, I just can't play without it. And sometimes I will use other weapons, but most of the time when I take another weapon in wild mode, it's just a mistake. So let's see. So now you see I use. First of all, I really love smart bombs. Even on cave shmups, who when bombing is killing all the scoring mechanics, but no matter what. And now, if I use bombs in Super Aleste, bombs are just here to protect you. So it's an emergency bomb, and sometimes bombs can be useful. They can behold some hidden hit items in the screen. Just here you have two green items. The green item is a power item which immediately increases your firepower by 1 degree. Orange items, they are power-ups, but you need more than one to get extra degrees of firepower. Just with the weaponry and how to get great firepower in Super Aleste, you have to master that. You really have to master it if you wanna win, because the weaponry and survival is the key. Weaponry is the key for survival, so the key for victory. And now we fight that first boss. I will immediately destroy those four cannons. And this boss, we have multiple ways to kill him, but my way is just a little funny. Yeah. You see, the hitbox of the ship is quite smaller than the ship itself, which is something rather unusual for a console shoot 'em up in 1992. But here, if you stay above the screen, you won't get hit. But when the boss arms get destroyed, they provide you with suicide bullets, and I go. But as you can see, I got it, but I regain immediately 3 degrees of firepower. So I'm quite happy with myself, because I really think the first level in this mode is the hardest of them all.
Oh wow, I was gonna say, like, this looks nuts for the first level. I mean, I know it's the Lunatic Wild mode, but that was some pretty impressive stuff.
the main difficulty is in the first level, you build all your weaponry, so that's why I most of the time when I play a compiled game on its wild setting, so Super Aleste or Power Strike 2, I often reset when I think that first level is not good enough. I don't want to go further, and
yeah.
If you have a great stage 1, you can go on, but if your stage 1 is not good,
not good is like a first stage where you die too much, then type of thing, or what would be a bad stage 1?
Oh yeah, but you know, it's often like that in heavily difficult modes. First level is really the hardest of them all. So yep, that's why I'm really glad here. When I start at level 2 with at least 5 degrees of firepower and charge shot,
okay.
I think it's doable.
Yes. Someone wants to know, do you have a Twitch channel where people can watch you stream?
No. I don't have a channel, and maybe one day alongside my teammate Boss. Hello, Boss. But for now, I don't have any. Sorry, maybe one day.
Okay.
And this level back then was quite notorious because of SNES special effects.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yep, and for those who know this is a mistake. I take a weapon I didn't want to take, so now yep. So about this stage is a tribute to the first Aleste game, and those kind of space base reminds me a lot of what was the case in the first and second Aleste games. Aleste 1 on Sega Master System and MSX. And this level is a great tribute, but I think it's really not that hard. But here I'm sorry, I'm just playing like shit. So when you get it, the thing you have to do immediately is caring about regaining firepower. And now you see bullets are really fast, and my firepower is quite low. So here I begin to feel quite worried.
Playing on the safe side, I suppose now.
Yeah. And if I took that weapon, weapon 2 is a laser. By using the control shot, it turns into a homing one, which is quite impressive. But the main issue with that weapon is it's quite slow and not that powerful. So if I took that weapon, it's just because I knew there would be two weapon 2 items. So if you take the same weapon 2 times in a row, you automatically earn 1 degree of firepower. So this is a tricky technique to regain firepower, but now I had to do it if I wanted to regain some power, because if you're under degree 4, I really think it's really that hard to dodge and to play.
So are the power-ups, are they which one you get? Is it random, or is it always going to be the same one at like a certain point of the game?
Oh, good question. There is no RNG in providing.
So you're always going to see like the 7 and beat and bomb appear here and whatnot.
You'll see. You will know when that weapon will appear or not. And you see, the game provides you like a cycle. First weapon would be weapon 1, then weapon 2, then weapon 3.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you can even make some boss fights lasting just a little longer, just to wait for the right weapon item to come. And it's another technique I will maybe use in that one. I don't really remember if I use it in this one, but it's one of those techniques who could be really helpful if you want to. And this is the last part of the space base, stage 2 boss. And for those who played the first Aleste game, I'm sure this kind of enemy reminds them of what were the enemies and the bosses in Aleste 1 or Aleste 2. Really good games.
Yeah, we didn't talk too much, but yeah, this is part of like a 6-game series. Like a bunch of different Aleste games, different platforms.
If you want to, we can talk about the series. First Aleste game was released in 1988 on MS6 computer and Sega Master System. In America, it's known as Power Strike, and in 1989 we have Aleste 2 on MSX, which is, in my opinion, the best MSX shmup of them all. We got also the same year Aleste Gaiden, which is quite an odd game. It's not even a shmup as far as I'm concerned, but quite entertaining game. So in 1990 we have Super Aleste on Sega Genesis, which is a game I think many people really know.
Yeah, that's the one everyone's like, you played Super Aleste?
Yes, it's so good.
And now I see many players, they started some kind of arguments to know if the best Aleste game is Super Aleste or Super Aleste. I honestly think Super Aleste is quite better, but I really like those two games. The thing I like the most about Super Aleste are the background musics, which are really awesome. And here, after them, we have also two Aleste episodes on Game Gear, which are quite great games too. And last game I know in Aleste series is on a Master System. It's called Power Strike 2, sorry for the French word. Power Strike 2, which is my favorite 8-bit shooter ever, and which is quite surprising. And the odd thing about this game is this game was never released in Japan, but just in the USA and Europe. So with this game, it's the really first time that we European and American gamers were more lucky than Japanese players. And now we are in the area 4.
Sure.
This is quite tricky area because of all that fire on the screen. If you destroy the fire will pop bullets, and there's no really safe path in this level. It's just now you see how useful that weapon is. It's all about bullets with a bullet cancelling. Now I think
those
you can
cheese moons.
why
Those cheese moons.
Yep, those planets look like some cookies and makes me angry. But now I think you can see why I'm mainly using that weapon 6. Without that weapon, I really don't know how to get past through this. So, and now I try to destroy that green item. When you destroy that green item, the green item turns into some kind of bomb. And this bomb destroys quite everything on the screen, but it has also a future for revival. When you see, when playing Super Aleste, there are 2 kinds of sparing lives. Just have a look on the life counter. I've got 8 lives left.
Yeah.
And under you see it's the bomb counter. You can spare 12 bombs at max. And when you see the life counter, when you see the ship is gold, it means your next life is a revival and not getting back to checkpoint, because revival in Super Aleste can be immediately. So, and I fully recommend to have an instant revival. But,
so you're saying if you have 8 lives, you don't have to go back to the checkpoint when you die?
If your lives appear, if your spare lives are gold, and have gold lives, so instant revival, you have to earn that special green bombs. So even destroying some items could have some very serious influence in your way to the end of the game, and especially on hard modes such as this is. So I think I make clear enough, but you know, even destroying items has its capital points in this game, and mastering revival techniques is, I think, really necessary if you wanna get as far as you can. And in this one, I just wanted to beat the game without losing, so I have to.
You have to not die?
If I die, I reset. When I played this one, the day I played this one, this was the main purpose of the run, no miss one. And now I take another weapon by mistake, so no bullet cancelling. I begin again to where we here.
So, yes, can you explain the speed system?
Yep. So you under the score you see we George, and if you wanna get speed, you just have to press the select button. If you are on speed 0 and you press the select button, you get 1. Press 2 times if you have to have speed level at 2, 3. And if I really play on speed max, it's because in this mode I honestly don't think it's quite likely to play if you're not on max speed, because suicide bullets are way too fast, and that's what was. But you know, I know some players who don't play at speed max. For them, 2 degrees of speed is enough. But I'm used to play at speed max, so that's why you see those 3 squares of speed under my score.
So, yeah, I think we saw you abusing the invincibility from grabbing power-ups there, by the way. You haven't mentioned that yet, but I think we did see that there.
Yep. Thank you, remind me. But now I have to explain that trick, that technique. This technique works on each and every compiled shooter. So this technique is called ramming. So when you take an item, no matter what item it is, it could be a bomb, a power-up, a weapon item. The game grants you with some invincibility frame, and that's why you often see me getting hit but not taking damage, because if, as you mentioned it, if you are when having those invincibility frames, you can even attack with using your ship, ramming into enemies.
Ah, okay, yeah, nice. That's badass.
So
yeah.
So an advanced trick is to spare some of those items at the screen to fully chain that invincibility frames and killing everything inside using your weapon, obviously, but also using the ship, and it prevents you from losing firepower, because the more you get, the further you get in the game, the further your firepower would be very important. And if you some levels, if you're not fully powered in some levels, it can be extremely tricky to survive. So that ramming technique is something you have to master if you want. I think it's not that necessary on normal mode. Normal mode is quite easy, as we just said. And if you really want to beat advanced modes such as hyper mode and wide mode, those techniques and ramming techniques are mandatory. So that's the way I see it. Now maybe there's some players who can play without using that kind of techniques, but I personally don't. And when I got a working technique, I don't want to change it. If it works, I'll go on that way.
Yeah, this looks great.
Yeah, it's a really nifty trick, and I think honestly the reason they put those tricks in the game is that they want players to figure them out and use them. That's my theory anyway.
That's for sure. But this technique is quite tricky, because if you have to master such tight timings, just a little mistake, just some frames. If you are mistaken, but just by some frames, you get it and lose firepower. In this mode, losing firepower is quite a bad idea. Yeah. So it's tricky way, it's a risky way to play the game, but this is the only way, the only effective way I really know. So that's why I really recommend to fully master this trick. But when you know how it's done, it's something really great.
It looks like this run will make your blood boil.
Oh. But you see, Super Aleste taught me this game. Just as I said, it was like a teacher to me. And since I am playing Super Aleste, I always keep my calm. If you get nervous, and any game. So I'm pretty sure that Super Aleste taught me how to keep my calm.
Oh yeah, because it's non-stop here.
Yeah,
you know.
You see, and now I got it 2 times. My 0. Ooh, in this kind of moments, you have to keep your calm. Or you're done. And now, you can see, I I was powerless, and now I'm now at degree 4. It's because when I played a long time without getting hit, so I could spare a lot of power-up items. And the game, when you are in power max, if you earn other when you earn other power-up items when you are at power max, the game spares those items, and when you get hit, your regaining of firepower will be really quicker. So that's one of the advanced techniques. Super Aleste is fully of this kind of stuff, of advanced techniques like that. So if you really are keen on surviving for a long time, you'll see your regain firepower shortly enough to get back into the battles.
Yeah, it seems like you have a lot of room for like improvisation, even with collecting the getting powering back up and.
Yeah, but there's a lot of improvisation. It's because, as you can see, there are tons of suicide bullets and fast fall. But as I said, there's no safe path, and there's no real bullet patterns in the game. Compiled shooters, they always want to make you feel you're trapped. In a Danmaku, your bullet patterns, you can build your own way. Danmaku shootings are all about routing and all that kind of stuff. In compiled shooters, even those modes with suicide bullets, there's no routing or just so little. It's all about bullet herding and immediate survival. Super Aleste in this mode, I see the game as a huge survival ordeal. Just I don't have any path in the game.
Yeah.
No. In certain sequences of the game, you'll see I have some way to get past them, but here it's just my first worry is to keep my firepower at max and fight my way like this.
Gotcha.
That little blue face, that was Compile's mascot, right?
Yep, it's the one in this game. It's the wonder. It's the one-up item, and if you see, I shoot item. If you shoot at the one-up item, it will turn that item from blue to red, and when the render is red, you get another life. So never mind the extent. In this one. I don't count any lives, and no matter for the extent. But when the render is red, when you get it, you get another extra bomb and 4 more degrees of firepower. So when you see a render item, shoot at it. You have to shoot at it. Red renders are way more useful than blue ones, and. You were right. This little face was the compiled mascot, and the first time we see it, it was in 1986 compiled game, which was entitled Golfilius, some kind of.
Was it Xenac?
It was released the same years. If I remember well, and Wanda was present in Xenac, yeah, and
I've played Xenac, so
I'm
familiar with it.
Really great game. It's really great game too.
Yes, it is.
Very long lasting, and I really liked those warp zone systems. If you wanna make the game last longer, so it's really great one.
Well, one thing I notice you doing a lot, like especially in that last stage, is there are kind of like blind spots in the trajectories.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. And you see, those level 3, level 6, and level 9 are some kind of... those levels reminds me of caravan shooting. And if you know how to proceed in those levels, you can earn your firepower much quickly. You can earn some one-ups, some extra bombs, and I think those levels are really clever. You see, it allows the player to get more and more stuff to face upcoming levels. And some people said those levels are easy and not interesting. I really think if you think so, it means you don't really understand how the game really works. I don't try to be mean, but those levels are quite important if you want to earn some extra stuff to face upcoming levels, and that's why I think the game is really, and those kind of levels, I really think they can be really useful and helpful. And now we get into Area 7, which is my absolute favorite level in any shmup. I really love that. I really love that kind of stuff. Space, meteorites, and as I said, I want this background music to be played at my funeral. I really love that, and I really love that level. It's fast, and I really love what happens in this level. Space, and I think it's the first level which is really tricky in this mode. For now, it seems to be cool. It seems quite good, but soon enough you'll see how tricky it will get. And now you see I'm fighting above the screen because I just want to destroy all enemies before they have time to shoot at me or to provide the screen with tons of suicide bullets. And in this level, this technique will be really or even mandatory.
Yeah, I already want to sing this music, so good.
Oh.
Lots of catchy music.
You see, it's thanks to this level that I knew that I would really love shooting games and shoot 'em ups. When I have...
Oh, wow.
Super Aleste was a Christmas gift in 1992, and back then I wasn't that keen on shoot-em-up games. I played Mooncresta and Thunder Force 3, but it's thanks to Super Aleste and thanks to this level that I knew I would really enjoy this kind of games. And after
awesome.
this, every time I played a shmup, I said, "Oh, thank you, Super Aleste Area 7. It's all because of you." So this game is, I can say it, this game is a part of myself, and I hope you can see how technical that gameplay is. And here I will always charge my laser to destroy all the screen at once, and without wasting any time, because I just want to destroy everything just before they shoot at me, because their shots are really fast. And you see, I got it. And suicide bullets make this game really trickier. But as you said, Krim, when you master that weapon, the game is a bliss. That weapon is really godsend. I think that's the term. And now how you can see, I'm still upside the screen, and I just
impressive. It really is.
I just destroy everything in sight, just to avoid being surrounded by all revenge bullets. And that's a quite great way to play and to enjoy that mode. because I really think if you try to play this mode without using and without mastering that weapon, I think it's hardly playable. It's really hardly playable. And some minutes ago, I spoke about the control feature, and now I will tell you a little more about that feature for the weapon 6. Weapon 6 is a sharp shot, but when you use I made a mistake. I take another weapon, but now if you use the shot for the sharp shot, the shot will charge much more quickly. And first of all, it's not really necessary 1 or 2, but now we are in higher levels. It will be mandatory to use them. And now you see I was clearly trapped, so I had to drop a bomb. And
this is really heavy.
How you can see, bombs are really they have two purposes. You can protect yourself from all those bullets, and you can, as I said, you can behold some hidden items only with bombs. But in this one, it's clearly a survival-oriented run. In this one, bombs are just to protect me when I feel I will be trapped. Have no way to get out of that mess. So I really love bombing, so I never hesitate to use bombs.
Well, you get so many, too.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, 11 bombs and now you can hoarding them. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's for sure. Many, up to 12 bombs.
I just like how crazy it gets, stuff all over the screen, and it somehow there's no slowdown, and yeah, I can imagine why you need those bombs.
And as I said, Super Aleste really without any slowdown. And back then, so it's my favorite one in the whole game. I really like this boss, but there's a lot of RNG in this boss. You never know which weapon he will use against you. So, and you see how fast it can go. So, and now I have no firepower left. My firepower degree is at 0, so I just have to drop bombs to survive. So, as I said, Super Aleste was really, it was like a slap in my face when I behold that game. And Super Aleste was my first SNES shooter, so I started with the best one. Some months after I played that game you like so much, Super Type, and Super Aleste animation is quite good, but Super Type, but that's why I really love that game. It's my favorite shooter on my favorite console. It's one of my favorite game ever, and it's technically almost perfect. I say almost because I think there's no perfection in this world, but Super Aleste is near from perfect. And while talking about how perfect that game is, now we are about to kill that boss. And
I feel like that's going to be a famous quote from you in this episode. There's no perfection in this world. STG Weekly episode 114 from Yace.
I am honored if it would be so. Thank you.
The philosophical quote.
Well, there's nothing completely perfect, but we can try to achieve near perfection.
Yeah,
that's good enough, right?
Oh yeah, and this time, and now, excuse me, and now we are getting into area 8. This is the hardest level in the game, alongside level 1. Just because of one feature in this level, if you shoot the level is like a giant warship, but as you can see, if you shoot the walls, the wall will break to pieces, and if you shoot that pieces, you'll get more suicide bullets.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's really, really fast, and that's why I spare. That's why I always want to spare some bombs before entering that level, because I will use them a lot.
Yeah.
I have no way, I have no path in that kind of level, and now you see I have no firepower left.
Oh man.
Critical. Now I am in deep trouble now. So when you are in trouble like this, the only way to survive is your bomb.
Yeah, no wonder you keep 11 of them, huh?
Oh yeah. This level, honestly, I would be glad to see someone getting past this level without any bomb. No matter what difficulty setting you play on, even on normal mode, this level is quite hard. And then you see I get through that laser. There's something odd about that laser. That laser won't hit you until it's totally shown in the screen. So when you can see the laser, but when the laser is not fully launched at the screen, you can pass through it without taking any damage.
Oh, man.
It's really short lasting. So don't hesitate to use your bombs. Oh yeah. Don't hesitate to bomb.
That was a perfect bomb. Near perfect bomb.
Yeah, it's really impressive how you can deal with being at such low power with such limited resources and have all this stuff coming down at you. Like
you see, as I said, this game was like my video gaming teacher.
Yeah, I can see that. I can teach you everything here.
Always keep your calm. Always keep your calm.
You got resource management and like bullet canceling and using like your options to block bullets and stuff, and it really does have it all. That's fucking badass.
I really think a lot of Super Aleste when I try to learn another game, and when you see when I learned how to play Gradius III or Dragon Blaze, it was really that hard to learn, but I always think, oh no, because of Super Aleste you have to keep your calm. The game always tells you to keep to being still. So be still and you'll see. And I owe so much to that game, you know. It's really the game of my life. I'm a huge fanboy of that game. I really love all the compiled shoot 'em ups, but this one in particular. And I really think Super Aleste is the compiled magnum opus.
Yeah, this is amazing. Like, this definitely opened my eyes to the game. Because remember at the beginning I said I thought the game was too easy. I didn't even fucking try the Wild or Lunatic. I had no idea.
But you see, most players don't like the game because they say the game is too long lasting.
Yeah, it was kind of long and a little too easy on the default mode. Yeah, that was the problem.
On the default mode, it's really long, and some players.
But this is awesome.
You can find it boring. As I said, for me, Super Aleste real challenge begin with Tricky mode. Tricky mode is a mode with suicide bullets, but not that speed, not that quick as wild mode. In fact, this boss is a mess. It is my least favorite one. This game is a real nightmare. There's no way out. You have to. It's like if you were dancing with that shitty one, and your projectiles are so quick, and you see, and I have no more firepower. But you see, that's why I will use bombs. And now I see it's really tricky. It's really tricky. And now, if you take, you see, I took that power up, which brings now back to level 2, so I am now allowed to get one hit. I'm not that worried. And you see, the boss, I was clearly hit by one of those projectiles, but I didn't take any damage, and now I take another one.
Yeah.
This fight is really intense. And now this
looks it.
And now this is what I like to call the Benny Hill moment. I am.
Well, they just go around. Nice.
Yeah, I think like at this point, most players would say like, "Oh, I'm screwed. Like, I might as well just give up." But you're getting on here.
No, but now you see, I told you some minutes ago that you can be waiting for weapon items to appear in the screen. Now you see weapon 4 and now weapon 5 item, and now I see that. And you see, this screen is not quite that. It's possible to play that way without any shooting and making the boss last until you get full firepower at level 6 by just waiting for extra power-ups to appear. But it will be really long, and as you will see, level 9 provides player with a lot of.
So is this something for the bosses only, where the power-ups constantly come out, or is that actually happening during the stages as well?
It's the same during levels. So it happens during the level.
Okay, just always from a certain time they come.
And another thing to say is, boss fight lasts too long, boss self-destruct or get away. Not in Super Aleste. In Super Aleste, there's no timing. There's no timer during boss fights. So if you wanna make if you wanna make boss fight last 3, 4, 5 hours if you want, you can do it. So now you see, I think I will go on that way. I stop shooting until I got another weapon 6 item to be at level 2 in firepower, and because when I just final missile, the boss will deliver its last attack, and I think it would be better to face that last pattern with at least power at level 2. Okay,
sure, makes sense.
So I'm sorry, it may be kind of boring to watch it now, but that's it's not random. You see that boss last pattern, I just get under it, and I shoot, and that way I have good protection, and I can kill that boss without any bomb. And that level 8, who is really nightmarish, done. It's done. And now I began to feel my goal is quite great. No losing for now. So let's see what happens.
In this video, was this your first time getting the 1 life clear?
No.
No, okay.
If you it's great moment to talk about some personal story with the game. So as you know now, I got the game as a Christmas gift in 1992. The first time I beat that mode was in 2003. It took me 11 years, so that was a long-lasting fight. And the first time I really got the no-miss run on wild mode was in 2011. So how can I say it? So this one was maybe 4th or 6th or 7th time I beat the game without losing any life.
Cool.
In that.
Yeah, someone did ask in the chat just how many hours do you think you actually put in playing this game? I mean, you say throughout the years, but I think he didn't get an exact number, so he just calculated the days, and then he added the numbers, and then he said like 20,000 hours. Is that true?
No, maybe not that much, but at least 5,000 hours.
Yeah, that's still a fucking lot.
Hours for sure. But you know, this game. Why did I play this game? Why have I been playing this game for so long? This game provides you with a lot of challenges. You can try to beat the game without losing. That's the first basis. But some kind of challenge I really like is to beat the game just using one weapon and without allowing me to take another one. I even tried to do a low score on that game. It was really even more trickier than playing the game on wild. If you wanna play the game without killing anything, without killing too much. So you know, this game is you have so many ways to have fun and to play the game. This show explains why I've been playing this game for so long, and I never got enough of it. In fact, this game is really great, and this game, it's sweet childhood memories, and not really childhood, but teenagers memories, and
yeah, that's wonderful. I can see how you say it's a part of you. Then it's like
and
I can imagine like just you just like showing it off to your friends who are just like completely like clueless about what's going on. Like what are you showing me right now? What is
Yeah, you see, many people already asked me why I didn't show off that game at Stunfest. You see, every year when it's Stunfest time, I'm never free, so last year that game was shown off in Stunfest by another French guy whose name was Palgor.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And Palgor's run was quite impressive, and
cool.
That's why I was really happy to someone showing the game at Stunfest.
Yeah, that's great. I'll be sure to give a link for that also in the description for this video. People can check that out.
But you see, as I said, many other great players, great Super Aleste players in France. So Palgor, which is one of the best French Super Aleste players, but there's a Japanese female player. His name was Sukula, this player was the first to release a no-miss run on wild run on YouTube. So I watched her videos so many times. They
awesome.
Really were a great inspiration to me. And shortly after I make it, there was another American player who was Peg. At the time, his name was Peg Boy, after Peg, and Peg, which is really great STG player, he also released another no-miss run on YouTube, quite impressive. And so, what I really like is to see that this game, at first look, this game seems to be long and on normal mode, as you said, it's rather easy, but you know, it's not a downfall. It's really great if you wanna get a good start in the shmup universe.
Yeah.
And as you can see, if you look fair and real challenge, you can play on wild mode.
Yeah, clearly.
If you know, so there are 5 difficulty settings in the game. There's 2 kinds of extra difficulties, by increasing speed of the game, or adding suicide bullets. Another mistake. I take weapons I didn't want to, but hey. As I said, if you wanna get a real challenge, if you like fast challenge, you can play on hard mode. Hard mode is just a little faster than normal mode. But if you really want to have really full speed, you can play on hyper mode. And hyper mode is really fast. I even think sometimes hyper mode can be as hard or even harder in some areas than it is on wild mode. And,
oh really?
Level 8 on quite hard.
So they're both like hard modes, but they're actually different in mechanics slightly. Is it with the hypers even faster bullets? I mean, they're not like ranked like from easiest to hardest in that regard?
Okay, the easiest is normal. It's obvious. Then you get hard. Then you get tricky. Tricky is like hard. It's like normal mode. the mode is called Tricky, and from easiest to hardest, so it will be normal, hard, tricky, hyper, and then wild. Wild is clearly the hardest setting. But you know, it's slightly harder than hyper mode, because in hyper mode enemies are just a little way faster, but it's the main thing is they shoot faster. So you don't have any suicide bullets, but you have more shot. If you're not keen on rapid destruction, the game can be really mean with you.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's really interesting that they were able to come up with all these modes that work out so nicely for players of different skill levels.
We saw this boss earlier, didn't we?
Yep, it is the return of the first boss. Unless here it's really mean. And you see, I drop a lot of bombs because this boss, it's as in level 8. I never to defeat that boss without hard bombing. And now that boss is gone, you see, I'm toying with the ship. So yeah, gotcha. And now on to the last 2 levels of the game. And to be perfectly honest, I don't start to feel tired, but I start to feel a little nervous because my my thumb I start to have a pain in my thumb.
Yeah, a lot of movement. That's for sure.
They call it the victory wiggle.
I just want to tell that I'm playing with an Xbox controller.
Oh no!
We've already talked about it, but I'm playing. When I play on my regular SNES, so I use a regular SNES D-pad, which is one of the best D-pads ever alongside Saturn 1. Now, when I try to record a random, so I play with an emulator, and I play using an Xbox D-pad, using stick, but now I also use SNES D-pad for computer.
Yeah,
and
nice.
I just want to say thank you to some guy, because this SNES PC computer was given to me by Boss, my teammate Boss, who said me, oh no, you can't go playing using that Xbox D-pad. If you wanna play a SNES game, play with an SNES controller. So here, I hid the gift for you, and so
nice.
Thank you a lot, boss. I owe you so many hours of happiness, and I hope you one day you will be an STG Weekly guest. Also, you deserve it way more than I do.
I feel like you're representing for him pretty nicely here in any way or another.
He's welcome to have an episode.
I've already told this to him, but no, I can't find my word to say how humble and how nice this guy is, and I'm really glad to know this guy. He's really a great gamer, so humble, and this guy is really great friend. So, and while speaking about this, as you can see, level 11 was quite short, and there was no boss, because in the storyline of the game, level 11 and level 12 are the last one, and they took place in a giant alien ship. That ship, which is all oh god, how can I say this? Those 2 levels in that mother alien ship. So there wasn't any boss in level 11, but now, as you can see, in level 12 we have the return of the stage 5 boss, which is considerably easier in here. It can't get out of the walls, because there aren't any walls. And in Double Fight, that boss was really a mess because there were much RNG, but here it was quite easy, so no worry at all.
Jamers had a question or a comment earlier about.
Hello, Jamers, and huge congrats.
Yeah. Well, he was asking about like whether or not there are timeouts and if you can just milk infinitely for points.
Oh, yep. There's no timer at all.
It's interesting.
So, but if you want, after the game, I can give you another trick about scoring in this game. To see, for now, you see there's the return of the infamous level 8 boss. I really hate that mess. And you see, I get hit and lose all my firepower, and we are near the end.
Oh, here we go again, doing the around the world for like an hour.
But now I'm watching this. I don't understand why I'm not dropping bombs. Oh, it's clearly a tricky way to play it. It's really risky. I don't understand why I'm not dropping bombs. But as you can see, I fare it well until now. So.
Oh hey Yace, you're cutting out just very occasionally, but it's been okay. But your congratulations for Jamers got cut out. I don't think the name of the game or came out for your congratulations on that. Want to repeat that?
Oh.
What were you congratulating him for?
Each and every game he plays.
Oh, every game. Okay, there you go. Nothing was missed then.
This guy is such a freak. No offense, Janus, but you're just one of the most impressive players I've ever seen. So I'm not even wondering how is it possible for you to be good like this. For me, I don't know. You're that kind of player. I stopped wondering about you. For me, when Jamers is playing the game, you're not playing games. You're not beating games. You're almost raping games. That's all. And that's why I really like your videos.
There's a theory that Jamers is actually a robot from the future.
Oh,
well, isn't that the Pericles theory as well?
Oh yeah, that too.
Multiple robots.
Yeah, robots from the future infiltrating Schmuck's forum.
Oh, sorry. Maybe James, can you tell us finally from which planet you're coming from? Because your gaming skills are so insane. I don't think it's really that. I can't find my words. You're so awesome. I'm speechless. Yep, literally speechless. So now,
I'm sure he's happy to hear this.
and just a little patience. I'll tell you something about score if you want to know a little more about. So, and I know you are a really resilient player. I watched your Batsugan special version run several times, and also I know you can make your game last for a long time. So don't worry, I'll tell you something. And now you see that's the final boss.
Whoa!
The final boss is quite easy, not that enduring. And the main trick is to shoot all that skulls before they coming at you. And if you, I have so many spare bombs, so you see now unless I really do make a great mistake, or maybe one of my cats jumping on me or something like that, I knew that the game is closed. And now I use all my power, but the boss is dying at the same time. So now we can drop the joypad and take a huge breath. Time is worth for a good cup of tea.
Good cup of tea?
Oh yeah. I'm drinking a lot of tea. Since I stopped smoking, I'm used to drink a lot of tea every day. So after this kind of run, a great cup of tea. But
do you have the tea like before the run too, or only after?
it depends on days. Here it was only after.
Because like, I remember when I did my Raiden 4 2-all, I had like this really good tea that day.
Oh,
And then I think it was the tea that helped.
Yeah, you see, tea has some kind of special taste after that kind of run. I've also drank marvelous tea after Type 2 2-all and Dragon Blaze 2-all, and you know there can't be any better tea than the one you drink after a great run.
Oh my god, it's the fucking tea quotes and it's the fucking near perfect thing. That's what we got coming out. That's what we got coming out of here.
What's your favorite kind of tea?
Oh,
good question. We gotta know what the good tea is.
I really like. There's so many tea I like. Maybe 5 red fruits and mint tea, enfin thé à la menthe, as we say in French, and no matter what tasting is, tea helped me quite smoking. So since I quit smoking, I like all and every kind of tea if it's made well.
Yeah, tea's relaxing.
Yep, that's it. That's like it. And now something. You see the ending. I don't speak Japanese, so if you have Japanese speakers, you can translate the ending. Some kind of now the mothership exploding, and you save the Earth.
I enjoy that graphic of the guy holding the girl and all that. It's pretty nice.
What you're seeing right now. Yet what you are seeing right now is the special picture. Every game mode has a special ending, and that special ending is a special picture. You have a picture for beating the game on normal. You have another picture for beating the game on hard. Tricky and hyper mode have this. And what you just saw is the ultimate ending picture for wild mode, and that's it. The score wasn't that bad for wild mode, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed that one.
I like that girl. She's pretty cute.
And now I just want to see. So, Jammers, that's for you and anyone.
Oh, you broke up there at the beginning. Could you repeat that?
So you asked me about if you can milk infinity.
Oh, yeah.
You see, I actually make a counter stop on this mod. You can think, oh yeah, but there's no timer against bosses, so it's possible to make boss last forever, but it will last for so many hours, even so many days. So I just found another way to get a high score. You see, remember level 3. And remember what I said about those revival stuff in Super Aleste. You have 2 kinds of extra lives. You can get back immediately, or you can get back at checkpoint. By entering level 3, be sure you haven't any immediate revival, and fight your way through that level 3. And suicide against level 3 boss. You'll descend back to the start of level 3, but at the start of level 3 there is a hidden item for 1-up and hidden randar. So every time you get back at the beginning of the stage, you can earn that 1-up, so you'll never lose any lives at all. And with all the points you will earn, you'll get more extra lives. And if you milk that level 3 that way, you can earn that counter stop even after level 3. When I made it, it took me nearly 8 hours of milking that level. But when I get to this level, I was around 1 million. I earned 1 million points, and when I quit that level to fight my way in level 4, my score was about 87 millions after nearly 8 hours of leeching. So if you want to leech Super Aleste, if you have time to leech it, I definitely would recommend to milk level 3. And there is a way so to have counter stop, and I released a counter stop video, but only the last level, because I don't think it would be really interesting to watch a guy leeching the stage during 8 hours. But if you wanna see the last level with counter stop, 99 million and so. It is on YouTube, so gamers, why not? But you know what, gamers, I really will be glad to watch you playing that Super Aleste, and I'm really pretty sure you can teach me things about the game. So if you want, so I will be glad.
Nice.
So, and may I just ask one last question?
Yeah, sure.
It's not even a question, it's just a statement. I really apologize for my accent. I'm pretty... It's quite funny on the, you know, as the French guy in the Monty Python Quest for Holy Grail, but I really tried to do my best, and I hope it sounded not too bad. So if it sounds bad, I'm really sorry, but I know that's why I do it.
You did great. You did great, honestly.
Yeah. Thank you a lot. So, and once again, thank you for inviting me. It was really a great experience, and thanks for all the shows you broadcast until now, and long live STG Weekly.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been a pleasure having you. This has been really awesome. Seriously.
Thank you. I'm really glad to hear that. Really glad. And now I hope we will see some other Super Aleste players getting in the challenge. And you see, as we can see, and I think it would be a good conclusion after all that great quote. Yeah, I think this game is really a great choice to start practicing shoot 'em ups. And as you can see, first level is great for beginners, but no matter how skilled you are, there will always be a difficulty setting which is really likely for you. So go on and play, and I'm sure you enjoy. And if you're not, sorry, but I'm sure you.
Yeah, that was amazing. I mean, I've been enlightened for sure, and I think a lot of people have about this game and even maybe compile games in general. And man, I loved it. I loved it. It's always a good feeling when I end the episode and I want to play the game. Like, I want to play it now. And I got that feeling here for sure.
Oh, you can't imagine how happy I am to. Oh yeah. This game, it's sort of a love story between this game and I. So now that I hear you who are such an awesome player, you tell me that it feels really special coming from you. So thank you a lot.
Oh, glad to hear that. That's awesome. That's wonderful. This has been a wonderful episode.
Thank you. Thank you, Queen, too. Thank you a lot for it. It was really my pleasure.
Same.
Indeed. Okay, well, I suppose I'll wrap it up then. This has been pretty awesome for episode 114. Definitely a great one. Checking out Compile for the first time and talking about Compile and kind of the era as well, and just really magical era of that time. And you know, these games, you know, they stand the test of time, and the gameplay, just you can't deny it. It's just fun. So try it out. Definitely gotta try it out. And I guess till next compile game, I guess. And I'd love to have you on again, Yace, someday. And maybe we could even have BOS on with maybe an English-French translation or something special going on like that. Or maybe we can even collaborate both of our shows together and really release it on one of our channels or something like that. That'd be really cool. Because I feel like both of our shows are kind of similar, and like it'd be really neat if we could collaborate and just do like a super show.
Oh yeah. The
where we talk about like we have to talk about like philosophical things like what tea we drink and like what we eat, what breakfast we eat that day, and
what cheese we like.
The cheese.
Does really perfection exist or not?
And,
cheese. Like I could talk about cheese all day.
Oh. Me too. You know, I even like great food, and I'm just a little. Maybe I am too fat, but never mind. I like eating. If we're not to talk about cheese with me, it will be okay. It won't bother me, and it won't bother me at all.
Great. Okay. Well, till next time, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see everyone around. Till next time.
Later.
See you.
Power shot. Multi-direction shot. Right.